James Martin is fairly useful, of course. It's a thumbs up from Johnny Goddard in the pace kart. That means Luke Hornsby will take over control of the pace here as they roll through the last corner. Second row is Simon Lloyd and Peter Harris. Harrison Darville on grid 5. Jack Bolton on grid 6, our championship leader. And it's green, and we're racing here at Ellough Park. Who's going to get that hole shot? It's a short run. Hornsby has got the lead. He got in first. Oh, round goes James Martin. He's straightened up by the back. And it's clippity-cloppity. Oh, and into the tyre barriers. I suspect this one's going to be waved off and we'll be going round again. I can see the start cone being put back on the start-finish line. So this one is going to be waved off. And I'm so glad I didn't put a camera down there. Everybody's fine. There's a bit of track furniture that needs putting back in place. A slow speed one. Well, it's their track time they're losing. So into the last corner. Thumbs up from Johnny Goddard. We're going this time. Can they make it clean? James Martin on the outside. Hornsby now takes over control of the pace for the charge down to turn 1. Simon Lloyd on his bumper. On the outside of row 2 is Peter Harris. Harrison Darville, Jack Bolton. Sean Hollingsworth well up in this one as well. Are they all going to make it through? Well, Martin's got the whole shot there. And Harris is going to have to go the long way round of Hornsby to get second place, and he backs out of it. Hornsby's got second. Lloyd slots into third. Martin now on the defensive. Is Hornsby going to throw one down the inside to get the lead back? Not close enough. Oh, more furniture moved. Chris Murray in kart number 8. Hollingsworth in the midfield back there in the Tony Kart suit. Down into turn number 7. And they're staying clean. Pretty much. They're losing an awful lot of time at the back of the field as we come round to round out lap number 1. And it's Martin with 3 kart legs, 4 kart legs on Luke Hornsby, who I think might be struggling. There's a penalty board out there for kart number 10. That is the race leader, James Martin. I suspect that's for a jump start. He was ahead of the leader at the timing line. And he wasn't on pole position, so he should have been just behind him. But Martin leads. He can argue about it afterwards. Simon Lloyd with his number plate slightly deranged has moved into second. Peter Harris in third. Luke Hornsby, Jack Bolton, Harrison Darville. I'm trying to see kart 25. I think that's Justin Buck with a new lid. It is. He's in 7th place. So it's Martin for now. Lloyd, Harris, Hornsby, Bolton. Bolton looking to go by. Luke Hornsby. Darville on his bumper. Down to turn 2. Swinging through. I reckon Bolton's going to pull the trigger on Hornsby very shortly, as the front of the field has got back together and Lloyd's got the lead. Down they come. Everybody's gone through the S's fairly clean. No time gained, no time lost. Down the inside goes Hornsby on Harris. He'll have the inside for the last corner, and Bolton's coming through as well. Harris has got to be careful. He's managed to hang on to 4th place. And Bucket Darville jinking out from behind Jack Bolton, and here comes Chris Murray as well. It looks like we're going to have an entertaining first heat of the Clubman class. Murray demotes Justin Buck. And it looks as though Lloyd is pulling James Martin clear. Hornsby now, the cork in the ball, holding up Peter Harris, Harrison Darville. Well, Ellough Park is a track you can overtake. We've seen it already. The hairpins, obviously, turn 1. Turn 4 now has become more of an overtaking spot than it used to be. Now it's been reprofiled, and of course the last corner, the last of the lane breakers. Murray can't get past Bolton. Harris runs wide off the corner, and a chance for Darville down to turn 1. And he moves through. Harris trying to come back at Harris and Darville. Bolton moves onto his bumper, goes in narrow, and might set himself up for an attack from behind from Chris Murray. Perhaps a little more robust than Jack would like. Using the international driving hand signal playbook there. So down to the hairpin, and Bolton is on the defensive to hold off Murray. And I think that's possibly Harry Neal closing in behind Murray. It is, he caught 24. He's demoted just in book, I think. Oops, and my camera work's gone to pot again. So we're 1.5 minutes from this shortened Clubman heat number 1 from the finish. 1.5 minutes left. That's probably 2 laps. This lap and maybe the next. Shortened due to that, well, you saw it, that turn 2 incident on the first lap. Luke Hornsby has managed to hold on to 3rd place, which might become 2nd if indeed James Martin has picked up a penalty for a jump start. And he's had a good run through the 7-8 complex, and he's pulled a couple of kart lengths on Harris and Darville that have now evaporated as he slow out on the last corner. And here comes Harrison. The final lap board is out. Hornsby's defensive into 1. That brings Peter Harris back into play. He's narrow into 2. He's going to run wide, but he gets back to make that 2nd apex into 4. And now Harris is on Darville's bumper. It looks as though Lloyd is just about leading out James Martin. There's a big battle going on behind Chris Murray for 7th place. Bolton's there, Neal's there, Buck's there. They're all well up in the championship. We're going to leave them briefly front of the field. It's still Lloyd leading out James Martin. He's going to win this one. Hornsby's going to hang on to 3rd. It's going to be a drag race to the line. Simon Lloyd wins heat number 1 for James Martin, possibly with a penalty. Luke Hornsby will move up to 2nd from 3rd. Harrison Darville will probably finish in 4th. Peter Harris, Chris Murray, Jack Bolton, Harry Neal, Justin Buck and Frankie Hedges rounds out the top 10. And that was quite entertaining, if a little bit of abbreviated.